As we down, Kim.
Hiya, how are you? I'll get one when I go up after this, that'll be great, thank you. Thanks very much for doing that anyway, thank you.
Right, good afternoon.
Gordon, how are you?
I'm good.
Good. Tell us about this big game coming up then. What sort of match do you expect and how tough will the opposition be?
Well, I think anybody with any footballing knowledge will know how tough it's going to be. A team even England found very difficult to beat. They'd been a great run at that point, so I think they'll be like ourselves. They had a slow start to the campaign, but picking up momentum as go along. So it's two teams that have picked up momentum at a vital stage of the group. Good players, experienced players, a group of players, if you look at their side, that been together a long time. They're like a club side. I don't think they've got the greatest pool of players ever, but when they put 16, 17, 18 players together, they've got a right good side.
When you know you have to win the game, how key is patience in this one? And also knowing when to push and when to time?
I can't determine that. The players themselves will determine how the game goes. So it's not like I've got a lever I can slow them down, make them quicker. The game is a wonderful game that you play by instinct in many. So you just see how the game goes. We want to do more attacking in the game, that's for sure. But at times we'll defend, that's for sure. But there's no way you can plan that, how it's got to go. I've said many a time that when I'm in my room the night before the game, you try and envisage how the game's going to go. It never works out the way you want it to go. What we've done today is put together a kind of a basis of a team plan, what we've got to do, and that was good. Enjoyed that. But again, it's all down to the players when we get the game going.
You've talked before about the players that are not here because of injuries, but yeah. Is that giving you a good headache to have in terms of who you play now and the competition for places?
I think we'd like the guys we're talking about to be here, that's for sure. Even the players that are here, there's always, they're good lads as well, great players, makes everything better, makes everything easier, makes it harder for me, that's for sure. So maybe it's made it, and then you can say probably a bit easier now. Is it? McGinn and Callum, John and Callum scoring goals at the weekend, so you've still got their problems. Then you've got to leave out one player from a squad. That's a real bad one. That's a real bad one.
How different a player and how much has he developed, Callum McGregor, from the player that you selected to go to Dortmund with Scotland in 2014 to now?
He was playing a different position altogether. He was playing as a wide player and a three up front. So he's changed his position, but overall he's still a good player. You can put him in any position. He's comfortable on the ball, that's for sure. You could say the same. Probably the best performance, you know, I talk about Callum McGregor and John McGinn, but the best performance I've seen over the last 3 or 4 weeks is Barry Bannon's. So he's definitely the forefront of what we're trying to do.
Given that it is 2 must-win games this week, has the preparation been any different, or has everything been exactly the same?
No, it doesn't change. It doesn't change. Obviously, it's a bit more relaxed after picking up some points, but there's an edge to everything we do. And also, I think we do enjoy ourselves no matter what the circumstances, but it makes it a lot easier if you've been picking up points recently, that's for sure. But the edge of the training's been terrific.
Is it important to keep everything the same so the players don't get caught up in what it means this week?
Yeah, you try and keep a balance to every game you play. And people say it's must-win games. We've had to deal with must-win games for the last 4, you know, I think. So we've dealt with that okay. We could only deal with that okay if we've got a good spirit and a good bit of camaraderie. We believed that we could come back and play the way we've played recent months.
Gordon, Lee Griffiths has played a key role in the last 3 Scotland games, 3 goals, 3 assists. How important has he become to this squad?
Not just the other squad, but the Celtic squad as well. the guy that played against Croatia up front when we won nothing, a fantastic result 4 years ago, something like that. He's a completely different person. Knows the game far better, fitter, stronger. He's just become an all-round better player. And that's all down to him, because I think a couple of years ago he might have been going to Hibs on loan. And he's, at this moment, he's number one pick for the national side, and he's done that all himself.
And has the Champions League experience helped him?
Everything. All the players that play in Europe, that'll help them. And there's a lot of the Slovakian lads playing European football. But that definitely helps a footballer. Absolutely. For all the coaching and preparation, playing Champions League games or European games it's great knowledge for a footballer.
It won't be far off a sellout tomorrow night. It's one of the biggest games at Hampden in a long time. What's your message to the supporters for tomorrow night?
Thanks for turning up, because it'll probably be raining. Well done. Because if it's not raining in Glasgow, it's just about to rain. So we thank them. But I'm also thank them for sticking with us, because of us. There was times against Slovenia there when we needed their help, they gave us the help. Times at England when we needed help get back in it, between the players and the fans. We've dragged ourselves back in that position where we can determine our own future. And that's, the players can determine their own future, but the fans can do that as well. The more help they give us, and it works, the more we give them back, and vice versa. So between us, the group, and the fans, that we've dragged ourselves back in this position. So it's a challenge the fans and the players have got to take on and enjoy.
Do you think that England game was a real turning point for everyone?
Could have been a bigger turning point. But there was a moment, there was like 6 minutes of madness that nobody, whoever was there, will ever forget.
Gordon, I'd love if you'd give me your team and your tactics. I think that's probably unlikely, but could you share what
I'll get to you later on when there's nobody else here.
Could you share what you think are the most important aspects of the preparation now, 24 hours from kick-off? Different
for different people. We had 3 different groups training on Monday. Monday? Yeah. So we had a bit of a rest yesterday, something different today. So there was 3 sort of preparations to get to where we are today. The training was very good. We worked on two things that we need to do during the game, and so we set the picture for the guys, and they got on with it and did it well. What do we need tomorrow? It's amazing what can win games. I watched Sheffield Wednesday versus Leeds at the weekend, and for all the good football, 2 headers changed the game. Somebody just jumping high on somebody else. So for everybody who talk about tactics, it very rarely comes down to tactics. It comes down to minutes, like Griff scoring 2 free kicks. Somebody jumping high on somebody to jump 3 inches higher than they normally do to get a flick on it and goes in. So games are changed mostly by that kind of thing rather than tactics. But that's within themselves. How far do they want to run? It's like when Lee Griffiths chased, apart from his goals, chasing centre halves down and blocking things. The crowd get up for that. The crowd love that.
But for a manager, those kind of fine margins, that must be a nightmare.
At times, the fine margins go for you, and it's great. Sometimes it's hard. It's hard, but that's I've got the easy job. They're the guys who've got to actually do the running and tackling and jumping. So I've got the easy job.
You've been involved obviously in so many games across your career as a player and as a manager. This being the final home qualifier in this group. How big is this one for you? I know it's about the player, but for you personally?
I think it's how exciting it is, and it's really exciting. Forget the rest of the emotions. The excitement takes over the whole thing, and the challenge. When you get challenged, the excitement comes along. So it's really exciting for me at the moment, and really enjoyable with the players taking on this challenge. And
you've played 5 games this calendar year, unbeaten in all, and won 3. Is this the best feeling, would you say, for you and the group? No, we've had some smashing performances over the last couple of years. 2
maybe 2 or 3 that have not been at their best, but over the years we've had some smashing performances, playing Germany away, Poland here, Croatia twice. We've had some smashing performances, Republic of Ireland. Georgia, when we played at Ibrox, was probably technically the best. What we were looking for appeared on the pitch, so that was probably the best. So we've had a lot of good moments.
In terms of momentum, like going.
Momentum's good at the moment. Yeah. I think that's good. But when we turn up to meet, we try and start at the same level. We're all looking forward to joining up with each other. There's always a good buzz when we meet, no matter what it is. But obviously the buzz is high if you've got a couple of wins under your belt. Yeah.
Gordon, given you have dragged yourself back into it, does that make it there is a bit more relaxed about the place, that you are going to enjoy this? Because if you look at 4 minutes to go against Slovenia, it was looking.
I don't know. Difficult. As I said, there's the emotion that goes through it. Is it just excitement all the time? So that's where we are at the moment. There's no more emotions rather than just excitement, really.
Gordon, I'm sure you're an expert on reading body language now of your players. What have they been like?
I'm good at reading body language with everybody.
What have they been like for you this week? And can you detect when a player is, when he's not himself, when he's a bit down, when he's under?
Yeah, I think so. I think so. There's some who and there's no many can be like that all the way through, flatline, no matter what's happening in their life. But most you can sift some things up, or you can sense that they're really on a high, But hopefully when they come here, and they can't always do it, that hopefully they can forget their woes and enjoy what's happening. Most of the time you're bringing people who are on a high along, but there's one or two whose clubs might be at the best at the moment, and you have to keep an eye on them, see how they're dealing with. Then after a wee while you can go, yeah, it's not affected them, or it is affecting them. So again, that's why we really pick a side like 2 weeks ago, because we had injuries that turned up, plus the fact that the guy might come along with a bit of baggage, and you've got to see if that baggage affecting them. And you can find that through training, walking about, looking at them, talking to them, and then you go, right, I have to get the ones who are feeling their best out there.
I mean, in the context of doing what you need to do to make the playoffs, I know you're probably not thinking that far ahead, as you're just taking one game at a time. But most people, I would say, would describe you as underdogs to get the job done. Do you play on that? Or is that no. Is that as a concept? Has that gone out of football now? That,
no. I think that it can work. I'm sure it can work. Yeah, but it's just no. I've not used that this week. No.
As somebody that played 50 times for their country, if Craig Gordon is to play one or both of the games, he'll go into the Hall of Fame. How big an achievement would that be, given all that he's had to go through? Well?
Bigger than most people who get to 50 caps. Normally it's a runny form that gives you the caps or no caps, but the fact that he had to put up an injury, everybody thought, well, most of us thought, he's not going to play at the top level again. And for him to knock that aside and come back, and he's a better goalkeeper now than he was 10 years ago. Far more experience, better at certain things. So for him, and whoever backed him and stood by him at the time, because people they need people around about them, so they can give themselves a pat on the back for, and him especially, for getting to where he is today. Thank you.
Thank you.
Cheers. Thank you. Thanks very much, everybody.